Evidence. What is it? Let me tell you a story. About 50 years ago, my grandfather, then in his 80s, told me that when he was a young man, he had driven Queen Victoria in the first car that had been brought to the Isle of Wight. That's an anecdote. Is it true, though? Or is it just a story? How could we tell? When it reaches you, it's just hearsay, isn't it? Is it worth counting my story as evidence? What value does doubtful information have? To be useful, evidence should be reliably correct, shouldn't it? Okay, what does count as evidence then? Well, we can't be sure about something we've been told, can we? The teller might have forgotten the details, might be interpreting it in his own way, might be exaggerating to please his audience. He could be doing those things unintentionally, or he might even be deliberately lying. So, anything that's been through another person's brain isn't reliable and can't be considered to be very useful as evidence, can it? That rules out any form of communication, whether spoken live or recorded in writing or as audio or video files. We all know this because we've all had experience of fiction, of spoofs, scammers, illusionists, and other tricksters. We can't even trust our own eyes. We've all been deceived by optical illusions, and some of us experience the migraine aura. It's not real. So, what can we trust as evidence then? That's more difficult to answer. We would like to have information that is untainted by a mind that is objective, but perfect objectivity may be impossible to achieve. The best we can do is go for shareable, repeatable observations on the grounds that many corroborating sources of the same data must lower the risk of fraud and fluke results. What do we mean by repeatability? Two things. That the observation has been made more than once, at different times, by different observers, or using different means of detection. Number two, that given the necessary equipment and the opportunity, we could potentially make the observation ourselves. I'm John Richards. Thank you for listening.